Hello, you guys. Welcome back to my channel, All Things Militia, where I discuss a lot about politics, but I will be also bringing a variety of content, just reacting to everything, everyday things in the news and in life. I did a video earlier today, or actually not this one from today. I did this video probably a couple of days ago where I was entitled it, "What the Hell is Going On?" Where we had all these plane crashes that were occurring. We had the cyber truck that blew up in front of the Trump Tower. We had the other truck that ran into the people in New Orleans. We had the wildfires in LA. We had the wildfires in Maui, Hawaii. Just so much stuff going on back to back to back. And I was just like, if I didn't know better, I would think that these things were staged. Well, someone decided to leave me a comment talking about get your facts straight. First of all, the facts are what I just stated, because what I just stated actually happened. Okay? And I am just so sick and tired of this leftist media, okay? Because that's pretty much what it is, that is always talking about fact checking and always talking about misinformation and disinformation. Let me tell you what misinformation is. Misinformation is saying that a man can be a woman, okay? And a woman can be a man. That's what misinformation is, okay? The fact of the matter is that God made two genders, he and she, okay? Not she, he, not he, she. That's the fact for your ass. Oh, sorry, y'all. Sometimes I go there. I be trying to keep it contained, but these people are just so throw. I mean, throw, literally. I mean, you cannot sit up here and argue with the truth. The truth is just going to be that, the truth, whether you like it or not. You can't take God and make him out of a lie. None of us can, okay? And I am no saint. But one thing I would say with all my sinning that I have done and am doing is that right is right and wrong is wrong. You cannot rewrite what God has already established. Something that has been here well before we have been here. You're going to try to change it and make it to be what you want it to be. I remember hearing about somebody that tried to do that some years ago, long before we were even thought of. He thought that he was going to ascend and make himself God. He thought he was going to be able to override and overtake God. And what happened to him? He got cast down like lightning, just like anybody else that tries to play God. That's your outcome. Okay? Nothing is new under the sun. He already said whatever has been done will be done again. So when you try to play God like that old Lucifer did, and you see what happened to him, what make you think you're going to get further than him in your attempt to play God? At any rate, you guys, I'm just sitting up here ranting about different things because I'm just so tired of the lies of the media, okay? They consistently want to talk about how Trump is a divisive person, yet they spend every single day spewing divisive rhetoric about him. It does not matter what this man does. It does not matter who he appoints. They find some type of fault, okay? And it's old at this point because he's been re-elected. So they still don't get it that people are not buying into their bull crap anymore. You sit up here trying to act like you're so upset about him putting tariffs on certain countries, which is going to cause the price of some of our goods to go up. I heard The View, the ladies or whatever you want to call them, I call it the spew, talking about how the price of avocados and tequila and stuff was going to go up because of Trump's tariffs on Mexico. Who gives a goddamn about the price of some avocado and some tequila when the cost of living has been up over the past 4 years? We don't care about no darn guacamole. We want our cost of living to go down. And what was the outcry about that over the past 4 years when my rent increased by 30% back to back? You can't make this stuff up, you guys. You really can't make this stuff up. And then they were trying to question RFK Jr. during his confirmation hearing about going after pharmaceutical companies. But we learned that many of them are being paid and getting kickbacks from these pharmaceutical companies. So it would make sense why they don't want him to make America healthy again. Then you have them trying to come after Kash Patel. And this is the thing that gets me. Kash Patel is the Trump appointee for the FBI director. You all have been saying for I don't know how long, no one is above the law. Okay, so now you got someone that's going to come in and going to abide by the law. And y'all have a hard time accepting him. Why? Have y'all committed a crime? Are you concerned about him finding something out about you? Because I just don't see how these people can be so against making America healthy again, making America abide by the law again, making America great again, unless they just don't like America. I mean, why are they even representing America when they are anti-America due to their policies and their stance on things? You got Elon Musk out here discovering massive fraud, massive corruption due to how they've been spending our tax dollars. I just learned that they spent millions of dollars on transgender parties and condoms overseas. Then I remember when Trump was in office his first term, how he talked about during the press conference when he was trying to give us a stimulus check and they was giving him a hard time about giving us 2 G's. They only wanted to come up off of 400, which makes sense now after we see how they did the people in North Carolina and Maui and California. After what they went through, they just tossed them a measly $700 and turned right around and wrote checks for millions upon billions of dollars for overseas. Okay? They sit up here constantly going after people that are actually trying to do right by us, we the people. So it would only make sense that they are really not for us. No matter how much they try to act like they're fighting for our rights and they're trying to save democracy and we have a dictator in office. Did you all forget that you just had a previous president in there? Yeah, the senile one that couldn't remember his wife's name, couldn't remember his own name, barely could talk to the press, rarely even saw him throughout the whole 4 years, sleeping when he was supposed to be at certain political events, tripping upstairs, falling over nothing. Okay, did y'all forget about him? Y'all didn't have nothing to say about him and his performance. But all of a sudden now y'all want to come and keep on with the same old stuff y'all been doing for years. Let me tell y'all something. This is a new day. And, you know, it was a term that was used, a slogan, I should say, a phrase, whatever. If you can't beat them, join them. Well, these people can't beat them, and they still ain't trying to join them. They sitting up here, got Chuck Schumer up here talking about fight, fight, fight. What are you fighting? What are you fighting against? You fighting against you being found out to be a fraud? You fighting against y'all being found out to be corrupt? Because that would make sense why y'all so adamant about fighting against Trump's appointees. Because a lot is being discovered about what has been going on. And we the people have been asleep for far too long, but we are now waking up. Y'all have been able to live off of our tax dollars for decades without accountability. Money laundering overseas under the guise of trying to send humanitarian aid to other countries. And when you look at those countries don't look like they receive shit. Okay? So who are y'all, now that the lights are on, y'all scrambling like some little rats and roaches? Because you don't want to be found, you don't like the light, you don't like that truth. Because it's exposing y'all to be just what y'all have been, which is corrupt. Corrupt. You could take your democracy and shove it because we are a constitutional republic. Okay? And I'm just tired of these people at this point. Spewing these lies day in and day out. Got the View on there. Anything Trump does, they guaranteed to have something to say about it. Want to call him a racist, want to call him whatever they can think to call him. And I just wonder how much they're getting paid to lie. Okay? And how long it's going to be before they're taken off the air. I guess these are the things you have to go through to get to the promised land. You have to go through lies. You have to go through, like, just think about what our current president has gone through. He's gone through so many lies. He's gone through impeachments. He's gone through his children being attacked, his businesses coming under attack. He's gone through his taxes being released to the public illegally. He's gone through bogus ass charges. I mean, 34 felony counts for a bookkeeping error. And people actually believe that this is legit. And then you had this congresswoman, whatever her name is, Crockett, this black woman, I can't think of her first name, Jasmine Crockett, I think, on there talking about we got a thug in office. Who is paying this woman? Because she wasn't getting no press time before, but all of a sudden when it's convenient for that particular party, they sure will use us, won't they? They'll use us to go after their political opponents. They'll use us to talk about their political opponents. But outside of that, they toss your ass to the back. She on there talking about we got a thug for a president now, and he has 34 felony counts, and I don't know nobody that can have that and still be able to get. First of all, look at the counts, and you will see that they were not legit. For all of y'all that want to continue to stick with this rhetoric that he's a felon. Okay? That's number one. Number two, thug life. Y'all know the rules. Gotta do what you gotta do. Stay true. Ain't that what Tupac said? So if you want to entitle him as a thug, hey, he about that action, boss. He about getting it done, boss. He about keeping it real, boss. Okay? And I just wonder how long your little 15 minutes of fame is gonna be. Jasmine Crockett and all the rest of y'all African Americans that are being used by the Democratic Party to go after their political opponent and still don't see that the shit ain't working because he got reelected. If mental was a case that they gave. At any rate, you guys, I'm just sitting up here ranting because I go on TikTok every single day and post a video, and I really don't do much on YouTube. So I wanted to start doing more on YouTube, expressing my views. And feel free to express yours. If you do it in a respectful way, I'll respectfully listen. Okay? But if you come on my page thinking you're going to be disrespectful, you will be deleted. And that's just what that is. I hope y'all have a good evening. And I'll follow up with y'all in another video because this is a different topic that I want to discuss on this next video. So have a good evening, you guys. Let me know your thoughts on what I said and just your thoughts in general on those topics. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're interested.